Hey everybody, it's Joyce here from Black Hair Compass. I just wanted to pose a question to you guys and get your feedback and kind of what your thoughts have been. Do you think that everybody should go natural? I ask because I know that earlier on in my natural hair journey, even before I had locks, I used to feel that going natural was something that everybody should do. And it wasn't so much that I meant it in a way of like judgment for people who had relaxers or people who decided to wear weaves or anything. It's just I felt such pride in my natural hair and just showcasing my natural beauty that existed in my natural hair that I really wanted it to be something that everybody was a part of, and I wanted us to kind of redefine what I guess what the black person or black woman looks like in the United States, and kind of just have it be based on what our natural aesthetics are. And I know that there's a lot of people that feel that way, but over the years my sentiments have changed, and I wanted to talk about it a bit because I read some comments from an older lady. She's about 43, 44 maybe, and she wears a relaxer, and she was just commenting about how she feels like there's a lot of people that think that they're better than her because they have natural hair. And she's not even saying it so much from the standpoint of she's hurt. She's actually kind of angry. You know, she was saying, you're not any better than me just because you have natural hair. Like, you're talking about things that are on the exterior while your insides are not that beautiful. So, you know, she was really upset, but it kind of made me think about, you know, the notion that everybody should go natural. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it and talk to you guys about, you know, where I started and where I currently am. So like I said, I started out believing everyone should go natural, and it really came from a place of pride. But over time, my sentiments on that have changed, primarily because I've seen a lot of different cases, you know. The first thing that comes to mind is, you know, I can't really say what I think someone should be doing with their hair, because the fact of the matter is I'm not going to be coming to your house on a Saturday morning to do your hair for you. You know, that person is going to have to be doing their own hair, so they need to do what's really going to work for them. And it's not always that, you know, people are rejecting their natural hair or, you know, just trying to, I guess, assimilate to European standards of beauty, but sometimes it really is because people are struggling with their natural hair. I had a friend who went natural, and she stayed natural for several years, but all of those years were a struggle for her. Like, she really struggled with her natural hair and considered putting a relaxer in several times, but held out because she wanted to, you know, really give natural hair a shot and try and work with it. Ultimately, it was a challenge that she came to realize she was not up for, and she did end up relaxing her hair, and she has really loved her hair ever since. It's been much easier for her to maintain. She really likes the way she looks. She feels, you know, I guess I don't want to say she feels more feminine, because it wasn't an issue of femininity, but she says she feels more her age now, instead of kind of wearing little girls, what we would kind of deem little girls hairstyles. And so, you know, even just seeing her struggle with that for years at a time really kind of made me think, you know, kind of address the way that I felt about everyone going natural. I do think that there is I guess we could say a segment of people with textured hair who straighten their hair for reasons of assimilation. You know, they want to assimilate to the standard of beauty. And unfortunately, a lot of authentic African features are not a part of the standard of beauty. Our, you know, and I'll just keep it specifically to our hair, but our hair is not featured as a part of the standard of beauty. I know for me, when I went natural, I really just wanted to reject the idea that, you know, I needed straight hair. There are a lot of people who have seen me with relaxed hair, and, you know, they say that they miss it. They're like, oh, I really like your straight hair. It was so beautiful. And honestly, I agree with them. I thought it was beautiful too. But the point remains that, you know, I don't have straight hair naturally. My hair is not straight naturally. I was not born with straight hair. what I was born with is this, you know, my hair in its natural state. It's curly, it's kinky, it's afro-y, it's cottony. It does not, well, it does now with locks, but I mean, in an afro state, my hair doesn't grow down, it grows out. And, you know, I just wanted to accept that, and I didn't care if there were points of my natural hair journey where my hair looked rough and the straighter hair was a little bit more appealing, because I was like, regardless of what's more appealing, this is what I am. This is what my hair is, and I'm gonna accept it regardless of what it looks like and regardless of the feedback that I get. And that's kind of what my attitude was, and I felt like kind of everybody should have that attitude. It doesn't matter what we think looks better. This is what we look like. You know, and so that kind of went into my thoughts on everybody needing to go natural. But like I said, I've seen different cases where people struggle with their hair. They just don't feel confident because they don't really have the skills to take care of their hair. They don't have the skills to style it in a way that they feel comfortable with, and you know, just different things arise. And so I don't know if I can really say the statement anymore, the blanket statement that everybody should go natural, because that might not really be the case. But anyways, I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it. I am genuinely interested in knowing what people think about the statement of everybody should go natural. And it's not just about going natural, but I mean, what do we think about the standard of beauty that people that don't naturally fit into it, the lengths that we will go to achieve that? And you know, just in general, what are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts on it? But as always, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.